On behalf of the Dickinson County Commission, I want to welcome all of you here for this important occasion. And also at this time, I'd like to take a little time just to acknowledge some of the attendees. And so we have here with us today Senator Hardy, Representative John Barker. We have Chris Osterman, City Commissioner. Jane Colts, who's wearing many hats, Administrator for the city. Thank you for being here. And some of the people up here you'll be hearing from, but I'll go ahead and introduce all of them at this time. We have County Commissioner Ron Roller, County Commissioner Craig Chamberlain, former longtime County Commissioner Laverne Myers, Brad Hallman, our County Administrator, Josh Walker with Lloyd Builders, Judge Keith Collette, District Court Judge, Dickinson County Attorney Andrea Purvis, our Jail Lieutenant Kathy Winnington, Larry Goldberg with Goldberg Associates. I think I covered everybody. This is an exciting day for Dickinson County. It's a time that when you think about it, the county government is certainly more than just a building. We have dedicated elected officials, department heads, employees that provide a service and work with citizens within the county on just a daily basis. And it's such an important function. And having said that, we also have recognized that there has been a long time need for many of the improvements and some of the changes that have been taking place, that we need to think that we had some things that were outdated. We needed to take a look into the future and prepare for the future. And in thinking of that, I thought here in our county, for example, you have many of the farms where it was actually homesteaders that came out here. And a lot of the work and preparation they did, we now have some of those benefits today. When you think of all the cities that we have and towns in Dickinson County, we all live in cities that we did not build. But someone at some point had the vision to say that we need to move forward and address some of the needs that we have. So in taking on this task, as far as the County Commission is concerned, first of all, we did recognize that there was a need, but also we began an assessment process of how do we go ahead and meet some of the challenges. And in doing that, we visited other facilities. There also, we had an architect that came in that we partnered with, and he was able to go around and have some of the assessments of what the basic needs were within each department. And then, of course, the part that we're doing first of all here is that of the jail. And when you think how things have changed, and when we started to see some of the comparisons and some of the challenges that we had to address, this was something also that moved everything forward. We recognized that, it's always hard to find the perfect timing and the perfect solution. But just because the timing may not be absolutely perfect, you just can't necessarily postpone things that you have and just kick them down the road. And it wasn't necessarily an area of neglect, but it was an area that we just needed to move forward and take care of things in a timely manner. So while this project was recognized as a long-time need, we thought it is very important for the county, and it was something that we didn't take lightly as county commissioners. And then, of course, it went before the voters, and we had a successful vote on the second time. And so here we are today, and I want to thank all of you for being here. We're going to hear from a few other individuals that are involved one way or the other, and the first will be Judge Keith Collette.
I really don't deserve pride of place, but I have a room full of people upstairs that are waiting for me. I want to talk about two things. One is the work that goes into the planning of this thing. Your county commissioners have been at this for 6 or so years. And they're working for about 20,000 customers, all of whom have their own opinion. And it can get very tricky. I had my opinion. A lot of other people had their opinions, and we talked about them all the time in coffee shops. But we were talking out of our hats. The people who actually knew what we were up against and what the cost was going to be and what we could do are those county commissioners and Brad Hammond. And we should be grateful to them for the work they did and the decisions they made that got us to this point today. But that's not what I really want to talk about. I want to talk about the courts, which is where I am. The courts are sort of a barnacle on the side of the county's ship. We're all state employees, the judges, the clerks, the court services officers, and we work in facilities that are required to be provided by the county. And so there's this tension that goes back and forth. We are very grateful for the work that has been done, the planning that has been done to get us into what will be vastly improved facilities. And for that, we thank the voters of Dickinson County and also these county commissioners. Nope, I'm not going to say the last thing because it would have been stupid. Thank you very much.
Larry Goldberg of the Goldberg Group has been an excellent partner in this project and identifying some of our needs. We're going to have some comments from Larry at this time.
Thank you so much, Lynn, for your kind remarks. It's been a pleasure, albeit a challenge. We've been under contract for 4.5 years, something like that. I even said to Laverne, we've shared detached retinas and during the course of this, and I feel like we've been here forever. And it's a source of joy for us to see this finally coming to be. When the first remonstrance vote failed, and I watched the commissioners regroup, we put our thinking caps back on to get money out of the project, figure out how to get to the same place through maybe perhaps a little more efficient or a little more modest route, and we didn't know if it would ever happen. So what a joy. This is our 8th or 9th justice project in Kansas, and they've all represented a particular challenge. But the idea of actually renovating and adding onto a courthouse is particularly daunting because there's such important symbols for communities like yours. And we respect that immensely. I do want to say the commissioners, the sheriff, the undersheriff, the jail administrator and their staff, the judges, everybody, their staff, on and on. There was nobody that didn't sit with us, spend hours with us in planning, replanning, planning, replanning over and over again. And we've gotten to know them, and they're terrific people and great and effective county officials. So you're very fortunate in that regard. Thank you so much.
And certainly, last but not least, Andrea Purvis, our county attorney.
It's a little high for me. Good morning. From my perspective, this was an incredibly important project because I work with witnesses and victims of crime. And there were major issues with safety for those people in the courthouse as it currently is. So that was my main concern, and I thank the citizens of Dickinson County as well as our administrators for working so hard and for approving this project, which will make the safety, it will increase the safety for victims and witnesses of crime, as well as the health and safety of myself and my team. So thank you very, very much.
Okay, at this time, we'll go ahead and move up here, grab a shovel. We decided not to throw it towards the wall.
Hang on, I gotta adjust my hat.
Yeah.
Senator, would you like to join us?
It's all right.
You've done this before.
Oh, yeah. Good to see you.
Well, I want to thank all of you for being here. I know our employees and many of you are eager to get back to work, and so we aren't going to push this thing out much longer. And thank you for being here. A great day for Dickinson County, and also enjoy this great Kansas day. Thank you. Bye.